So I'm going to go over the assignment exercise on how to round to a specific number of significant figures. So this is the assignment that you did the other week, and question 1 was all about rounding to one significant figure. So looking at question 1A, you were to round 436 to one significant figure. So just getting my colour sorted there. If we round this number to one significant figure, the first significant figure is 4. Looking at the second one is 3, which means this 4 can stay the way it is. But of course, when you're rounding, remember, you must keep some form of accuracy. So you wouldn't leave your answer just as 4, but you would leave it as 400. You would replace the 3 and the 6 with zeros. So that answer would be 400. Looking at the next one, again, your first significant figure is a 1. Looking at the second one is a 0. So again, because that's smaller than 5, that means your 1 can stay just the way it is. You started originally with 1024. Again, you need to keep that accuracy there in some form. So you replace all your other numbers with zeros. So that number 1024 rounded to one significant figure is 1000. The next one, the first significant figure is an 8. We look at the second one, it's a 3, so the 8 can stay just the way it is. And there you just replace all the other numbers with zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, leaving us with 80,000. Next number, find your first significant figure. It's the 7. Okay, so these zeros don't count as being significant. Okay, you always have to find your first non-zero number. So looking at the second one, that's a 3, which means the 7 can stay the way it is. So 0.007. And then actually you don't add the other zeros afterwards, because if you were to add the other zeros at this point, they would become significant because they are following a number after a decimal point. So your final answer for that question is 0.007. The next one, again, find your first non-zero number. It's a 4. Looking at the second number, this time actually it's a 5. And remember, if you get 5 or more, it means you need to round this number up. So 0.0005 would be your answer for that one. Again, not replacing these numbers with zeros because they would have significance. Any zero that follows a number after a decimal point has significance, so don't add it at this stage. Here, find your first non-zero number, because that's your first significant number, which is the 1. We have a 7 here, so above 5, so the 1 becomes a 2. So 0.02 would be your final answer there. So that's question number 1. Looking at question number 2. Okay, this time we're rounding to 2 significant figures. Okay, so you have 5, which is the first one, 5, which is the second one, and the third one's a 4. So the 5 can stay the way it is. So you have 5, 5, and then we'll need to replace the 4 with a 0 in order to keep some form of accuracy, because you started with 554. So that number rounded is 550 to 2 significant figures. The second number, part B, so 1, 2, right? Your second significant figure is a 2. Looking at the third one, it's a 6. which means we'll have to round this 2 up to 3. So that becomes 2, 3, and then the other 3 numbers need to be replaced with zeros. So 22,638 becomes 23,000 to 2 significant figures. Part C, 9's your first significant figure, 2's your second. The third one's a 2, which means your second number, which is a 2, can stay the way it is. So 9, 2, replace the other numbers with zeros. So 9,227 becomes 9,200. Looking at part D, you have 0.000. There's your first significant figure, the 1. Your second significant figure is the 8. So looking at the third one, which is a 7, means you round that 8 up 1, which becomes a 9. So that becomes 0.00019. Again, just like in question 1, don't put any zeros after a number after a decimal point, because then that becomes significant. Okay, you leave it at the 9. Looking at E, okay, 0.002, so 2 is your first significant figure. The second one being a 5. Look at the third one to see what you need to do with the 5. Because it's below 5, it's a 3, it means you can leave this 5 alone. So your final answer is 0.0025. The last one in question 2, okay, there's your first significant figure, it's a 1. Your second one is an 8. Looking ahead at the third one, that's a 5, which means you're going to have to round your 8 up to a 9. Okay, so 0.0019 would be your final answer. Okay. Question number 3, the last one of the assignment. Okay, this time we're rounding to 3 significant figures. Okay, so 6, 2, 3. Right, that's 3. First 3 is your third significant figure. Looking ahead to your fourth will determine what's happening. It's a 3, so it's below 5. So you have 6, 2, 3. Remember to add your 0 to keep the value. Okay, so 6,233 rounded to 3 significant figures is 6,230. Part B, again, find your third significant figure. So 1, 2, 3. Right, so 4, 4, 3, stop. Look ahead to your fourth one. It's a 7. Because it's greater than 5, you're going to round the 3 up to 4. So 4, 4, 4. And then these two numbers here need to be replaced with zeros. So your final answer there is 44,400. Part C, 1, 2, 3. Looking ahead at the fourth, it's a 4. So that 2 just stays the way it is. So 7, 2, 2, and replace the 4 with a 0. So 7,224 rounded to 3 significant figures is 7,220. Part D, so your first significant figure is the 6, second is the 3, the third is also a 3. Looking ahead to your fourth, it's a 7, which means this 3 here needs to become a 4. So 0.00634, and remember, leave it there, okay? If I were to add a 0, I'd be adding another significant figure. So this is your final answer, 0.00634. The next one, okay, find your first significant figure, it's the 4, second is the 4, third is the 3. Look ahead to your fourth, which is a 4, which means your 3 can stay the same. So 0.00443. It's your final answer. And last question of the assignment. Your first significant figure is a 1, second is a 9, third is the 3. Look ahead to the 4th, it's a 7, which means the 3 needs to be rounded up 1 to a 4. So 0.0194. Okay.